Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning,
How's
my
it
friend.
going?
Good. How are you?
Man, look at you rocking your own shirt. It says Smurberburger on it. What does it say?
Schmerben, Burger
With a dragon.
with
Dude,
the dragon.
you were you were purple GG.
Purple GG.
Man,
It was
let's
clean. I grabbed it.
I always I turn my Saturday morning toy collector shirt around
And
backwards.
my girlfriend keeps wearing mine, so I'm like,
Hey
okay,
man, I didn't
that's
I
good.
didn't make it for
Fiance,
her.
fiance.
Yeah, get it right or she'll put you out.
Yeah, she keeps correcting me. It's not girlfriend, fiance. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Let's
Good
say
morning.
hello to the chat because we got some people in here already. 30 minutes ago, Curtis Ackerman was here.
Damn, early
I
bird.
asked him if he'd already had his shower. He said, yes, sir.
We missed it.
Jeff Evans, let's say, yeah, he said first.
First,
Jeff
what?
said second. Blake is here. Recon Rage.
Morning,
We've
Blake.
been we've been chatting a lot off screen
I met him in the
throughout the week.
elevator at Legions Con.
Oh, there you go. We got Heinrich Hoffman here. Good morning. Glad you found us this morning, Curtis. He was off world last night. How was off world last night? So we got J Mac, Andy the Collector, and yeah, we got a lot of people in the
Morning, friends. Good morning.
yeah. Got a lot of friends here this morning. So
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
yeah, absolutely. We're gonna try to keep it tight today. I know Greg's got to hop off, but we got
Mhm.
a packed show. It's a good show.
We do.
And I'm excited because this is going to be a good one. And Curtis, we were thinking about you last night or over the week because we were talking about what we were going to do for the day, and we came up with the idea. And Greg was like, "Yeah, Curtis loves when we do lists, so we're going to do a list show for you guys today, in honor of our good friend Bill over at Dorklayer. Put up a fun little video this week, and we're going to piggyback on that. So I think he was talking about what are the best, or what he recommends are the top five Mythic Legions figures to
Hmm.
get for newbies, for
Hmm.
brand new people. And if you're brand new to Mythic Legions and you want to get five, here are his top five recommendations. So I was like, hey, Greg, what if we piggyback on that? And what if we do a segment that's like, let's take it a step further. Not only are we going to do our top five that we recommend for new collectors, but these are five that are in stock right now on Big Bad Toy Store that you can go and buy today. So whereas this may not appeal to every single person in the chat, because I know a lot of us are Mythic collectors, more than likely all of us already have these figures. I think it would be kind of fun. So we're going to get into it. And let's see here. What's the first thing we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and get to our. All right. I love this segment. It's one of my favorites. Saturday morning cartoons. I mean, Saturday morning toy commercials. I have yet to figure out what the deal is with the sound. I cannot get the sound to come in for this. I guess I'm going to have to email Restream customer service and see what I'm doing wrong. But at least we can take a look at some quick toy commercials from the 80s and see what we've got going on here. So let's see what we got. Oh man, I love Cops.
I never had those. They look very cool though.
They were like about 6, 7 inches.
Hmm.
This might have been my first like 6, 7 inch 1/12 scale action figure, and they all came with like cap gun weapons. So like all of the weapons that the guys came with or their vehicles came with would pop caps, like those
That's
little
pretty
paper
clever.
caps. They were like cops that were like augmented with robotic abilities.
Hmm. It
And I
was a
don't remember
cartoon.
Chris Star.
It was the cartoon cops before the toys, or was
I
the
don't
toys?
remember, but it was at the same time. I remember watching a cartoon religiously.
That kid looked like Tom Berenger. Maybe that was a.
Fresh Monkey Fiction has the license, and they're going to be doing 1/12 scale. Pops. I don't remember Chris Star. Here we go. This was my toy line when I
Oh
was a
yeah.
kid. Look at that.
So was this after Superpowers?
Yeah, this would have been right after. No, I think this is the superpowers line, right? No, no, no. These were after superpowers. They would use a lot of the they would reuse a lot of the molds again. Dino Riders, man. Look at this.
Trevor
I
says
never
the tab.
had.
Are you
Go ahead.
on the comments? Trevor says the tab itself could be muted.
The tab is playing audio because I can hear it. I can hear the audio in my ears.
Can
It's
you
just really
guys
weird.
in the that are watching? Can you guys hear it? Maybe I'm the only one that can't hear it. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That upsets me that you guys can't hear it. Yay, stop the
Curtis says that
share.
was before superheroes. I did not know that.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna download that video and I'll just download that video and just play it locally. That should solve the problem next week. Anyway,
That's all right. We'll
yes.
get there. We'll
Thanks.
get there.
Hey, good morning, William Golden. Good morning, Trevor. Brian Carr is here. Sorry, you guys
Okay.
can't hear it. I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on it. I'm definitely gonna work on it because I want you guys to be able to hear that. So yeah. Let's get right into our pickups. I got a lot. How about you?
I got a ton.
Oh my gosh! All right. Well, since you have to get out of here at 11, I have a lot. I have enough for like 2 weeks worth of show. So I'm only going to show like half of it.
Okay. I'll do the
I'll
same.
save the other half for next week. I have
I'll do the
another
same.
big delivery from Four Horsemen coming in today. My second in stock sale order will be arriving today. I have a big order from Sparrow that I'm still waiting on, has yet to deliver, but at least it's shipped. Man. Yeah, Kenner Superpowers was before the Toy Biz DC Comics superheroes,
That's what
but
I
I
thought.
loved them
But
both. They
Curtis,
shared a lot of
yeah,
of the same molds and
looked like
stuff.
they had
And
different features than the
they
regular.
did because the superpowers Superman, if you squeezed his legs, he would just punch. But the
Mhm.
DC superhero Superman, I don't think had that feature, but he had a magnet in his chest, and Lex Luthor came with a kryptonite ring, and if you put the ring next to the Superman figure, it would knock him over because like the magnets were opposite
Mhm.
poles or whatever. Heinrich is here. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh man, yeah. So yeah, let's keep our pickups short because I know our
Okay.
last segment is going to be one we want to spend a lot of time on. Or I
Sure.
know that will end up spending a lot of time on. So
Yes.
what do you
Sure.
got, man? Why don't you kick us off? What you got this
Okay.
morning?
I would put half away. I got this from Big Bad Toy Store. They're shipping
Oh,
now.
look at that.
I got young Lion-O, young feller.
Very happy to see this week that Wiley Kit and Wiley Cat and the version 2 Lion-O went back up for pre-order because I'd missed Wiley Kit and Wiley Cat.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up on that. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
I'm gonna start small. I'm gonna start really small. I got this in finally from Kai Labs. This is
Ooh,
the Mezco Conan upgrade kit, but I know a lot of people will put this tunic and the armor because it does come with all that chainmail. I've seen people putting them on Mythic Legions, Knights, and Skellies.
nice.
So
Yeah, I need
finally got
that.
this in, and yeah, this looks. I can't wait to bust this out and figure out what I'm going to do with it. I'm
Yeah, I
definitely
was
going to
gonna
throw it on
ask.
my Conan for
Are
sure,
you? You got
but
to.
then I'm really excited to throw it on a Mythic Legions Knight. So I can't wait to do that.
Hmm. I got Agent Venom.
Oh yeah, did I enable you?
I think I enabled you actually, but
Mm.
no, I'm just kidding. No, my stepson found it in California. So Michigan is it's a dry figure state. So, he shipped this to me last week. I just haven't opened it or anything yet, but yeah, I'm excited. I like this figure. Very cool.
J Max says yes. Slithe is backup as well. I totally forgot that. That Slithe figure is easily one of the best things I think Super Seven has ever made. That thing is so screen accurate. It is insane. Guesague Escavaria. I've been wanting to do that for a while. Now I got that out of
Absolutely.
my system.
My man.
Uh,
Good
G
morning,
is
West
here.
Bay.
Almost broke my phone smashing it. Yes, smash that like button.
Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. I really appreciate that. I got another little small thing in from Big Bad Toy Store. I got a big bad toy store order this week. But I've had this little guy on my desk since Legion's Con. I got my very first Plunderling, and I don't know if we have any Plunderling collectors in the audience today in the chat, but this is either new or went back up for pre-order. I don't know which. This is the Raider Gank. So somebody can tell me, is that one of the little fawns? I thought
Yep.
about getting one of those. They're so adorable. But I thought my little guy is lonely. He needs one little friend. Uh-oh, look at that little guy. And I love this color. I
I
love the
do too.
green
Yeah.
because what I want to do is I want to put this purple hood on my little green guy here and kind of swap them around. So finally decided to do that. Pulled the trigger on a second Plunderling.
Andy got me into those. And
Yeah.
Eric Keys. They're great. Great figures.
Andy says he is a reissue. That's what I thought, but I couldn't remember. It seemed like a big deal when he went back up. Like Plunderlings made a big post about it. They put two up, this little green guy and a blue guy. So
this guy you
yeah.
definitely enabled me on.
Ooh yeah.
Yeah, I saw your thing on this and I'm like, yep, I need that. And the
Now I
cloth
can't
case,
remember because I keep getting this screwed up. Is that Golden Age Batman or Silver Age Batman?
This is silver.
Silver. Okay.
Yeah. I don't care about the dog, but I love that classic kind of Batman.
The dog is fun. Like he's. Hey, let's see. G says he has one Plunderling. His wife has 5. Oh, that's amazing.
That's how it should be, G.
Yeah. Ooh,
I keep the woman happy.
Yeah.
Keep her happy.
I know that over the holidays, I don't know if this is still true, but I was looking at some Plunderlings, and I have to say that Entertainment Earth had a really good selection of like all the fawns, and they were pretty good prices. I don't know if they're still up. Yeah, I don't know if they're still up for that price. They had some really good prices around the holidays. I thought about picking up one of the fawns, but
they're fun, man.
I am. My whole pickup, I think, this week is enabled. Is all enabled, I think, by you guys
the best
in
way,
some
man.
way or another.
We enable each other
because Brian Carr. Let's see here. Who is it? So it's Brian, Jeff, Terrence,
Charles,
somebody else. Somebody else remind me, but we broke off and we have our own little quiet little side chat just for AWOC, and we call it the Tribe. I can't remember who started the little chat group and who named it, but it's brilliant because we didn't want to like flood our Legions collectors chat with straight, AWOC stuff. But I've been getting way back into AWOC, and I think I'm like down to like 6 figures, and I'll have everything that's released to this point. But I did get in this guy this week, and I'm very excited because I think, if I'm not mistaken, somebody correct me, but I think this was either a show or a Kickstarter exclusive. It's Vero Atlas, and he's kind of like this wizard. So they're all. Oh, Rob. Yeah. Rob's part of that too. Rob's the biggest one. That's right. Most of, I want to say like all of the AWOC figures, they're all warriors. They're all swords and shields. And of course there's some laser guns and stuff mixed in, but they all seem to be like barbaric warriors. This is the only wizard that I know about. He's got this little wizard staff, and he's just completely different than everybody else. And so, I even bought a special wired purple cloak just for this guy. So I'm very happy to get him in hand. Cannot wait to get him open and play around with him.
Awesome.
Kickstarter, Kickstarter. Yes, Andy, we will add you to our.
Yeah, add my
Please,
man.
absolutely. Yeah, we are all into it. Look at that, Orion, the new
Always been a
gods.
fan of Jack Kirby. Loved his art. They've got a big picture on the back. I always thought Orion was cool, just a different kind of
Yeah.
character.
Do
But
you have or do you want the big Barda to go along
yes,
with him?
I don't
Okay.
have. I do want.
Okay. Um, I believe that there are. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think there are two versions of Big Barda. Is that correct? Is there one where she's regular color and one where she's all gold?
Ooh, I need to
The
look for that.
all the all gold one, my Walmart that's right down the road has probably like 8 of her and have had them for weeks. So if you need her, just let me know and I'll
Yeah,
get her
next
moved over
time
to
you're
you.
there, take a picture. I would. I think I do want that.
Okay.
Please.
After the
Thank
show, I'll do a little bit of research and send you some links. And if you want the gold one, I can go down and get her for you.
you. Okay. Thank you, buddy.
Okay. Did you just show one? Or did I
Yes,
do
Orion.
one?
I showed
Okay.
Orion.
All right. So boom enabled. Here we go. Um, I pulled the trigger on this guy because I don't know, man. I don't know if you guys feel this way, and I don't mean to get deep on you guys at
Get
16
deep,
minutes into the
baby.
show, but whenever I have a really bad week, like anxiety, depression wise, like I really get into nostalgia stuff. I will go back as deep as I can into nostalgia, into my childhood. It's kind of like my safe space. I don't know. And I was having a rough week. I think like 2 weeks ago, I was having a rough couple of days, and I got into Super Seven Thundercat. I had dove back into Thundercats, and I watched a couple of Thundercat episodes on my lunch break. Did you just get this guy like yesterday?
No, I've had him, but I just opened him yesterday.
Oh, okay. Because we were sharing pics of
Yeah.
Thundercats. That's why this week when Wily Kit and Wily Cat and Slythe and Lion-O went back up, I jumped on them because I missed those two. But I was watching a couple of episodes, just random. I just went on YouTube, randomly selected a Thundercats episode, and it happened to have Hachiman in it, and I loved Hachiman as a
Yes, he
kid.
was awesome.
He was one of my favorite action figures. I would mix him in with so many other lines. I did not care. And so I jumped on Big Bad Toy Store and I just pulled the trigger. Full price. I didn't get a discount. It wasn't like I went somewhere and he was like $20 and I was just like, hey, I'll grab it. Like I went specifically there for him, finally pulled the trigger, and I got Hachiman. And I was so glad that I did because now Wily Kit and Wily Cat came back out and like, like I'm back in it.
Have
Now I
you
need a Cat's
opened
Lair.
have you opened him yet?
No, not yet. I'm
Okay,
gonna. I
let's do an opening next weekend.
Really, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do it, dude.
yeah.
We could do it today if you want.
I
I don't
no, I
know.
have to get mine out of the garage.
Oh, okay. You got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've had
So
him
I'm gonna
for
jump
like a
back in the
year.
chat real quick. Vero is my fave from Trevor. Yeah, dude. I love this guy. I got a purple wired cloak. Hang on real quick.
What's up, Jordan? Welcome.
I think I got this from GPS Lot. It's got a little hood, and it's wired and it's tattered. And so I bought this specifically for Vero, because he just look. I think wizards need capes, right?
They do.
Blake's like hashtag childhood therapy vibes. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Another thing that I do is I'll do a deep dive into Star Wars. Like I'll either go grab a Star Wars comic and read that, or a Star Wars book,
Mhm,
or I'll dive back into a Star Wars show, because Star
mhm.
Wars is like my totem
Right.
from what is it,
Absolutely.
Inception,
New
when he
hope
spins a little
always.
top. Star Wars is my totem.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, Brian says Hachi Man rocks. Look at Jordan sending some purple love. Um, yeah, Brian says put him on one of the cliffs on my cat's lair. Heck yeah. Oh, dude, yes, and Blight, yeah, yeah, Blight is amazing. I just got to Blight's storyline in the comics, so I am very happy. Onyx is still my fave, absolutely.
Me
Um,
too, Andy. Me too, buddy.
oh, Brian says now I've enabled him on that cape. Yeah, I'll send you a link, buddy. I'll send you a link. All right, so yeah, that was one of my. I got two more pickups left.
Okay. I've got three.
Greg is lost in playing with Lion-O.
Yeah, I know. I love that figure. Um, this Star Wars. I was just thinking about this the other day. Star Wars is my number one. New Hope is my penultimate, but equally or maybe half a step below is Superman, the Christopher Reeve Superman, and I'm rewatching the 3 hour extended version now. But it's just a magic movie, amazing, just incredible. So happy to
That's the
get this.
Page Punchers version, right?
This is
With
a
the
Page
black
Punches
shading.
version. I ordered the one off of the regular one from Big Bad Toy Store, but I don't have it for some reason. It's not.
I need to find that. I
Yeah,
need to find it
but this looks
because
really good in hand. It looks really cool. They did a good job with the shading.
yeah,
Sometimes the shading is not the best, but this looks really good. And the head
I have
sculpt.
to find the new one, the other one. I have to find the other one now because I got in this week.
Okay, yeah, is that that's a drunk one?
This is the Platinum
Yeah,
Chase, the drunk Superman. But look, dude. I got to tell
yeah,
you, I'm impressed with that head sculpt.
yeah. This one too. The head sculpt. I think Chris Reeve is a hard. He's
Yeah,
kind of like the
and I
Harrison
love the
Ford
back of
of
the
the
box. Look at this.
'70s. He's kind of
Yeah,
hard to get that head sculpt right, but I think McFarlane did it, man, because it looks just like him. Yeah, I'm looking forward to adding this to my Superman shrine. Um, he looks good, very good.
Andy, are you moving soon?
Yeah, I think he said March. What's up, Eric
Oh
Miller?
wow,
Hope
look
you're
at
feeling
this,
better. Eric's been
Eric
sick for a
Miller.
while, I guess.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for joining us this
Welcome,
morning, buddy. I
welcome,
really
sir.
appreciate it. Another figure from Super 7 that I have been waiting for a very long time because this completes the original roster, and that is the Copper Kid.
Nice.
Didn't he whistle? Like, that's all.
Yeah,
Is that, remember, like, that's the only way he talked was he whistled?
yeah.
But yeah, loving it. Got the bird back there. Oh, I've needed Copper Kid for a while, dude. Like, this is like getting in a box that has both Copper Kid and Hachi Man in it was just like literally the best thing that could have happened this week. It's just makes me so happy. It just makes it
Absolutely.
makes 10-year-old Mark inside of me so super happy.
Hey Curtis, did you have to take that figure apart to do the clear mat? Just curious. He says he hit it with a clear mat and it looks way better. So
Yeah,
I think it looks
I
great
do that a
now.
lot.
But
I use the one that Robo recommends. The is it called Mr. Matte Super Clear or something like that? It's like a Japanese can that's got Japanese writing all over it. I forgot
mm,
what it's called, but he recommends it. And I use that, and I don't take mine apart. I'll just if they have soft goods, I'll remove that, but otherwise, I'll just take the figure out back and just
so
all
it
over
gives it a
again.
shine or it takes a shine away.
Puts a matte finish on it, so it'll take the shine away. I've done it with a lot of like Super 7 figures, like my
I've
Conans,
never
because
used it. I'll have to try.
yeah, yeah, because their plastic is like super shiny and
Mm.
reflective, and it just everything looks sweaty. I don't like that.
This last thing I've been waiting for a year and a half, 2 years.
Planet of the Mimes. Look at this, dude. Anything we need to know. He
Dude
says
knows.
brain's like a computer.
Mr. Super Clear, what I said
That's
before,
it.
Mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. There we go. Let's pull that
Mark
up.
did a review of these Centurion um, figures that Ramen Toy. I
Thanks
think
to
there's.
you sent them all the way from Michigan to me
I did.
so that I could review them, and then I boxed them up and sent them back.
I've never checked them out. I think you opened them um, when you got them. I think you opened
Good
them.
morning, Matt.
But I was kind of disappointed that they're smaller than their regular or the old the vintage ones.
Yeah, the vintage ones are like I want to say like close to like 8 inches or something like that.
Yeah.
They're like over 7 inches or
Did
something.
you ever pick up? Did you ever order these?
No, no,
No.
because I think at the time the only way I could order them was to order all three as a
Oh,
set, and I couldn't drop 300 because they're 100 each. But I think I'm gonna get that one because I have my original in my case. I have my original. Um, that guy. I forgot his name. Is it Max Ray? I can't remember his name.
It just says Naval Commander. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Andy
they
would
don't have the
probably know.
rights, so they're not doing the names. It's Ace McCloud. Is
And
that guy's
Max
name?
or Jake.
Jake Rockwell, and then I think that guy is Max Ray, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. My brain's not what it used to be,
So,
guys.
anyways, I ordered these probably, I don't know, a couple years ago. With ramen toys, it takes a long time for them to produce and then send it to you. But anyways, so I ordered all three of these, and this is the first time I've actually held him. But the other day, I finally got the Phantom foil,
Oh, nice. The little
and
add-on parts for him.
yeah, so I look forward to opening this bad boy up and adding him to this. So
Yeah.
I'll have to send some pictures of what he
Please
looks
do,
like
man.
in the Phantom foil. So yep, this
Yeah,
is my
Max
last pickup.
Ray. Andy says, yeah, they were 8 inches because they were the same scale as Mego Batman. Okay.
Yeah, this took about, I'm gonna say, a year and a half. I think I paid for it a year and a half ago, and took about 2 weeks to get, 3 weeks to ship. I think so.
Okay.
Slow boat from China, baby.
Yeah,
But
buddy.
I got it. I'm
Finally got
stoked.
it. All right, here's my last pickup, and boy, you talk about a boom enabled because you opened this like 2 weeks ago, and then I was like, man, I gotta get that. Look at this. I
Mm-hmm.
had to get it. I got lucky. I found one on eBay for $40. I think it was
You
like
can't beat
$7
that, man.
shipping.
You can't beat
Nobody
that.
outbid me, so I got it for 40. And then all week I've been making these. So I've been making these little
Ooh, how'd you do that?
wire little wire. So I just went to Walmart and I bought like they have in the craft section they have chain like different styles of chains,
Mm,
just and like 3 feet of it or 4 feet of it or whatever, and then I just put a wire in it, and so I have like some wired. So I made a couple and like I
you're
posted
so
some up
crafty,
for
man. You're so
and a
crafty.
buddy of mine's like, dude, I love those. I want them for my spawn. And I was like, dude, that's a great. I didn't even think about spawn. And so I made a couple, and so I'm gonna give them to him next time I see him. So I made some of those. I've been posing him this week. He is a lot of fun. I haven't gotten the bike out yet, but I do plan to do the mod where people were cutting like yellow paper and like taping it on the inside of the windshield, like inside of the plate on the
Oh, for the
bike
eyes.
for the eyes to be
Yeah.
yellow. So I do think I'm gonna do that. So
Andy, my favorite is also Jake Rockwell. He was my favorite. That was the only one I had as a kid of the Centurions.
yeah, and Andy's right. They are kind of expensive to go back. You can find the figures pretty cheap, but a figure with the helmet, like I found a guy who was selling just Max Ray's helmet because I have the rest of his stuff. I just don't have his helmet, and the guy wanted like $20 just for the helmet. I couldn't do it. I was just like, yeah, look at there.
These are nice.
Hello, good
These are
morning,
nice.
Terrence. The
Morning,
Swig
Terrence.
Master General's in the house. All right, let's do it.
Good
Let's
morning. Good
get
morning.
to our double unboxings. All right, so we're going back to Marvel Legends again this week, and we're going to be opening the Silver War. What are you opening? Which one? Whoa, you're going to do Iron Man 2. Awesome. I love it. I have yet to open this guy up,
I haven't either.
and
I have no.
I'm excited. Now, I have watched a couple of reviews for this guy, and, from what I understand, he is like this is like the third time I think that we've gotten this exact same body, like the same sculpt, but maybe not precisely in these
I'm all
colors.
about the roller skates, man.
Dude, isn't that crazy? The roller skates. Nothing makes me happier than these things right here. I know people just like don't care, but dude, I grew up with Secret Wars. Like these were the bomb when I was a kid.
Absolutely.
But I do agree, like the lenticular should have been instead of Tony, it should have been Rhodey. I
I
do
agree.
agree.
Yeah,
I
they
do
should have
agree with
been.
that. No doubt about it. But man, this is just classic Iron Man. I mean, check this guy out.
Whoa.
That's just classic. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's a
I
great
still have
figure.
not read Secret Wars since I was a kid.
Oh,
And I
you
don't
got
remember,
to.
did he have the spiky faceplate when he was in that at
No,
any point? He never had
nope.
the spiky. Okay, it was
Mm-mm.
only this one. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Rhodes had taken over because Tony had a little drinking problem, and I
Yeah.
love that they gave him a gun in the original. I don't know why they would give Tony Stark a laser gun, but
Yeah, man. It's like giving Wolverine a knife, right?
right.
Like he
But
doesn't
it's still
need that.
cool that they made it. It's very nostalgia ish.
Oh, I've got a plan for this gun.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Looks like he's
100%.
got
The minute I saw that gun, I was like, I know what I'm doing with that.
a little smoke effect.
Yeah, it's
Not
got
sure
all
what
the
the
shot.
smoke effect is for.
Well, I've seen people do two things with the smoke effects.
Who are these people?
So,
That's my Seinfeld.
yeah, I know.
Who are these people?
I have never seen a single episode of
Oh,
Seinfeld.
you just tested our friendship today, sir.
Sorry, man. I'm so sorry. Or Friends. I've never watched an episode of
You know
Friends
what?
either.
I just started for my fiance. She's a ginormous Friends fan, so I
All
was
right,
like,
so I've seen people do this where they put the smoke effect like
okay,
in
that's
the
pretty
hand.
cool.
But
I'm going straight for the
this
roller
is
skates, man.
this is the thing that I have seen people do with the that I thought, oh, that's cool. I wouldn't have thought of that. But I've seen people put them on the end of the blaster.
See, that's what I was thinking they were for, but I don't know. I don't
I'm
know if I
sure you
like
could
that.
put them under on his feet too. Like, yeah, you can, but it's like not nearly as successful. Uh, but look at that. That's just classic, dude. Like it doesn't get any better than
Yeah.
that.
Chum, chum, chum.
That beautiful Marvel sound effect of his uh,
Finding the
blaster.
roller skates don't just pop right in. They don't really stay too good. There we go.
Oh, yeah, you're right. They don't want to plug. They're kind of rubbery.
Yeah. A little
Hey, I
rubber.
tell you what though. Once you do get them in, that's wicked cool. They look like they're part of the sculpt. They kind of fit down in the recess of his boot. So if you can see that, they kind of fit down in there very nicely. So you can get a very. It's 80s night at the roller rink.
Right? I don't know. I'm
No,
having such a
Friends.
good time.
Thursday night viewing was Mad About You, Friends, and Seinfeld. Yeah, I just here's the thing. I'm not a big
Sitcom.
sitcom fan. I don't like a live studio audience or a laugh track. Like that stuff just doesn't. I don't know.
Kind of
I don't like
corny.
being. I don't like being told when to laugh. Dude, look at this. Look at this pose, man. That guy's getting it.
Yeah.
Put the smoke around the blast effect for the feet. Let me do that. You can put the smoke around the blast effect?
And
They
I'm
both
always
have
a sucker
they
for
both
the
have plugs.
classic Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
It's pinless, which is great. I do have the Mafex. Sorry, Curtis. Mafex. Um,
We're not having this conversation again.
I have the Mafex version. Let's get that up here and take a look. Okay.
All right. I mean, that's pretty incredible. That's just beautiful. Beautiful. I
Looks
love
like
it.
the Legends one is a little bit bigger, a little bit taller. The Mafex is a richer red.
So I said I was going to do something very special with this gun, and I can tell you who's getting this gun since the figure itself didn't come with it, and unfortunately I don't have a hand where he can hold it. But this is who's getting the gun.
Oh, Good idea, sir.
You know, I wondered when Marvel Legends, when Hasbro put out this Doctor Doom with the Monica Rambeau 2 pack,
Yeah,
I thought, are they getting into Secret Wars? Because this was how Doctor Doom was
right.
when I was a kid. And so a buddy of mine only wanted the Monica Rambeau, and I only wanted him. So we split it, and I got this guy, and I'm so glad that I did that. Now that they're doing Secret Wars, I think I need to go back and get Kang, and I need Falcon. Man, there's so many. I hope we get another wave of Secret Wars this year.
I do too.
I hope it
Yeah,
wasn't a one and done. Yeah, if I
pretty
had more
damn similar
shields.
here.
Yeah, they look
Pretty
great.
similar. This is Math Mafex.
Oh,
This
we
is
have somebody
Legends.
weighing in. Mayfix.
Mafex.
If you haven't heard our conversation about this before, it stands for, doesn't it stand for Medicom Action Figure Extreme? So I like Mafex because it's action figure. So I don't know. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to say it.
What's
They're an
cool?
awesome
Thank you.
company. Call them what you want.
So
Call them
the
Medicom. It doesn't matter.
Mafex has you can actually see Tony's eyes
Oh yeah,
in there, which is cool. Um, and the Legends ones, it's just a slit, but still fun figure.
yeah. And seriously, guys, if you are collecting the Secret Wars line, go back if you haven't already and pick this guy up because he is essential. Like I wouldn't be
Yeah, you can get
surprised
them at
if,
Ollie's.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they put this guy back out again, like in the
They
Secret
should.
Wars
Yeah, they
packaging.
should.
Give him his gun because he was like, I want Baron Zemo. Is that right?
Hmm.
In his crazy get up, Falcon. Oh man, there's so many. Red suit Spider Man. I'm sure they could throw in there. Um,
Absolutely.
all right. Okay. We got about 23 minutes left before
Let's do
Nova
this.
comes in and tells you got somebody at the door. So let's get into our double down.
Let's do it.
All right, chat. I think you guys are gonna like this.
I hope
So,
so.
like I said, we are going to get into our our top 5 picks. Greg did 5 and I did 5. And Greg, since you I would have loved it if we could have pulled this off to where it was secret and I didn't know your 5 and you didn't know my 5. But you since I was making slides, I needed your list. And
Yes.
so I needed to know who your selections were, and I'm really glad that I did because you and I had like 3 overlaps. Like 3 of the figures you chose I was like 100% were on my list. But since I saw your list, I was like, all right, I'm gonna pick some. I'm gonna pick.
I could have
I'll replace
changed.
my 3
I could have changed something
because
else.
you're correct. Like if I had to go by somebody's lists, I would pick your list over my list. Um, look at my man Curtis hitting us with the English language. Does he teach English? Does he teach English like in his off days? Is he like Bill?
This is the
English
exact
language
message
rules.
he sent me like
Oh,
2 weeks ago,
he's copying and pasting it from somewhere.
telling me that I spelled it wrong or
Let's see here.
enunciated it wrong.
Things. Oh,
Thank you, Curtis.
oh, I see what's going on here. Okay, so you can still get Wolverine pre-ordered from Nerdzoic.
Oh,
Let's
yeah, being
see. Thanks.
corrected by how I'm saying things.
He's on Amazon for
With love.
35. And then let's see here. Yeah, and then there we go. There we go. All right, so we're
There
getting
you
a little
go.
English lesson today. Okay, so what we've done is we're going to recommend our top 5 Mythic Legions figures for people who have never gotten into the line before. And these are 5 figures that we both feel truly represent the line. And not only that, I also threw in the idea that these figures come with some great parts for popping and swapping because
Hmm.
I think popping and swapping is one of the major characteristics of Mythic Legions figures that makes them so amazing. And
Absolutely.
so I picked figures that have really good parts for part swapping. I don't know if you did, but subconsciously you did, because all of the ones you picked are great for part swapping. So we're going to jump right in. I'm going to go with yours first, and so we'll alternate. So you know what, like you do your
Sure.
five, I'll do my five. So we'll let you kick it off, and then why don't you talk us through your number five pick, the Barbarian Legion Builder, that you can pick up for $45.
Yeah, this figure, this was one of the first figures I actually did pick up, and I think a lot of people, this is their one of their early pickups. I know the deluxe set was a favorite amongst the earlier collectors, but I don't know. I just think it's just a good representative of past mythic figures and current. It's just it's got a lot of cool parts. It stands up well. The head sculpt is still cool with the beard and the helmet. It's got a lot of stuff. It's got a Triton, a sword. Um, I don't know. It's just a good figure. Just an all around good representation of the mythic line, I think.
Yeah, and one of the reasons that I love it is because, I don't know where the chat falls on this, but I kind of think, when I think of Mythic Legions, the first archetype that comes to mind is a barbarian,
Hmm.
not a knight. I know there's a lot of knights in Mythic Legions, but I'd like to know where the chat falls in that argument. Like, is Mythic Legions more barbarians for you, or is it more knights? Some people may say it's more goblins or skeletons, but I don't know. When I think of Mythic Legions, I think
Hmm.
of that sword and sandal, that sword and
Yeah.
sorcery.
I mean, this
I
is
think of
actually
barbarians first.
one of the first figures I remember seeing was this barbarian. So I guess it kind of has a spot in my, the nostalgia a little bit of
Yeah.
just what I think of when I think of mythics. I love the knights more, honestly, but this figure for some reason it just I don't know, it's just a fun figure, and it would be one of those ones that I would send, and I'll say that probably more than once. This is one of those figures that I would send to someone that was new to mythics.
Yeah, for real. Absolutely. I love Andy's list here. Andy's list says Snag, Swig, Gonks, Goblin Legion Builder, and Goblin Deluxe Legion Builder.
Hmm. Do I
So,
do I
no
detect any
diversity.
kind of yeah, no diversity at all. He's
I love
goblin.
it.
He's got green blood.
No, the funny thing is that a Goblin Legion Builder was on your list, but it is sold out on Big Bad Twister. You can't go and pick it up. All of these are now. I don't have links for all of these, but they are all there. If you just go to Big Bad Toy Store, type in Mythic Legions, then go down to your filters, turn off sold out, turn off hide pre-order, and
Yes.
then only show what's in stock. You can pick all of these figures up. They were all in stock as of
Yeah.
this morning.
And the
So
Legion Builder was my one of my choices. Yes.
yeah, and you can pick this guy up for $45. I'm going to go big for my number five because I wanted some scale. I wanted to, like if you only got these five and they were on your shelf, I wanted some size diversity in there. So I'm going to go with one
A
that's going to be
size
slightly,
queen? Are you a size
yeah.
queen?
Look at this. Oh, hey, check this
What's
out.
up,
We have
Brick?
Brick Something. Hey,
Brick
I just
Solo.
started watching your AWOC talks, dude. I love those episodes, man. They're so good. And as I'm like, talked about earlier, one of my pickups was Vero Atlas. Yeah, I'm trying to complete my AWOC um, uh, collection. So let's see here. I'm gonna go big. Number five. I'm gonna go with Arachagor.
Oh,
I think this guy is. I mean, I think if you're gonna need a dragon, and until we get the actual dragon, this guy is gonna, have to fill that void. But I think this guy, he's gonna massive shelf presence. You walk into a room and you
absolutely.
see this guy on a shelf. I mean, and they couldn't have picked a better color scheme. I think blue
That's
is beautiful for this
pretty much a
figure.
perfect figure.
Absolutely. It's got some soft goods around the waist. The armor is like this patinaed armor look. It looks beautiful. I love the purple flame effect for the sword. Like, his jaw is articulated. $75. He's going to be more on the expensive side, but when you have your little lineup on your shelf, if you only had my five, you're going to get some size diversity there. And this guy is
Yeah, you're
absolutely incredible.
not going to be disappointed. I've got two. That's how much I love the figure.
Dang, that's amazing. I would buy two if he wasn't so expensive. I would get a second one because
I got one in a trade, I think.
I keep my C. Jessam cloak on mine. Mine's more of like a wizard, so I keep his cloak up, and I don't have the shoulder pauldrons on him, and so he's more of a. I don't give him the sword. He's more of a magic wielder on my shelf. Um, yes, Arakagor is amazing. We got some purple fire. Oh, check this out! One pick in, and our Curtis has us tied. Let's see here.
It's neck
Sweet,
and neck.
thanks for watching. Yep, we're spoiled with great choices as toy collectors right now. Legions, Obscura, AWOC, Savage, on and on and on and on and on. I couldn't agree with you more.
Good stuff.
Okay,
Yep, good stuff.
dude, this was one I had to take off my list because you beat me to it. Your number 4 is the Xylonian Guard, $50. This is more of like a deluxe style figure. Dude, you cannot go wrong with this figure. Talk us through it. Why'd you put it on the list?
I'm not a customizer, but I recognize like this thing is stacked, packed, racked, jacked, and just all around. I mean, he comes with so much. He's got 2 heads, he's got the visors, he's got this grandiose shield, he's got a
Shield's
bow,
amazing.
different colored faces, he's got soft goods, he's got hard goods. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, for like 50
I
bucks.
think that's something that they didn't show in here is that doesn't he have like the hard plastic green loincloth
Yeah, this is the first
underneath the
figure.
soft?
Yeah, I think this is the first figure that had both options, the hard and the soft. Some like it
Yeah.
hard, some like it soft. So, they gave us both,
To each their own.
and great the green. I don't know, it's just a fun figure.
It's
This
beautiful.
was kind of like when I was really ramping up, getting into the line. These had just dropped. I think it was All Stars 5, I think. But I was just like, wow. And the visor, that was kind of a new thing. I don't think they'd had a figure yet that had the visor that came up. And now they're doing a lot of the knights with that. So I don't know. It's a banger for me. It's a banger. I
Yeah,
think
I mean, if you want to give him that shield and that if you want to give him that bow and like the green face, to me, he becomes like an elf knight, like an archer elf knight. If you
Mhm.
want to give him the human flesh colored and the sword, he becomes like a human knight. So like you've got like race swapping there, which I think is great. There's
Yeah,
just so much to love
yeah. I
about
remember
this. This is
Eric.
a
Eric is I think more of a traditional, right? I think he was for the plastic as opposed to the soft. I'm trying to remember because I remember he had made a comment long time ago about it, but I prefer the soft, but I love both. It's just a great figure.
yeah,
I think all
absolutely.
Mythic fans should have this figure.
So when you had this guy at your number 4, I also had him at my number 4.
Oh,
So
really?
I had to replace him, and it was good that I did because Andy and Terrence are going to be super happy about this. My number 4 is going to be Swig, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to get, like I said, some size diversity. So we've got a Rakagor who's going to be your brute scale, right? And then so I wanted something in here that was going to be smaller. Unfortunately, there are no dwarves available right now in stock on Big Bad Toy Store, or I guarantee you my favorite race would have been represented. I love the dwarves. But not only is Swig awesome, so you're getting a magic wielder, okay, which we're not all, not all Star Wars characters shoot blasters. Not all Mythic Legions need to have a sword, even though he does come with a really cool one. But I wanted to get some magic users in here because I think when you
Absolutely.
have like your sword and sorcery, your old school D&D archetypes, you got to have some magic users. I love that this guy could be good, he could be evil, he could be neutral,
Great
but not
head
only
sculpt
that,
too.
great head sculpt. But not only that, dude comes with some wicked awesome parts.
Hmm.
His little knife is amazing. The shoulder pads are my favorite shoulder pauldrons in all of Mythic Legions. The leather, the stacked leather, is just amazing. I love this figure. I know Terrence does. I know Andy loves the goblins. Um, uh, and so yeah, I had to throw Swig in there only because you pulled out the Xylonian guard, and that dude is amazing.
That's a great figure. They're both great, great, great figures. So you can't go wrong. Either one.
Can't go wrong. All
And
right.
with these figures, I would take extras of either. Like if somebody like my
Mm-hmm.
friend gave me a swig, I already had one or two. I'm like, thank you. I will take it. I appreciate it. They're
Yeah,
just great figures and good bucks for
they are.
those
You get some really
customizers
good parts
too.
in there. Really good parts. All right, talk us through your number three. Oh, Swig. I also want to make sure I give it out the price.
Yeah,
Swig is another $50 figure,
thank you.
and then your figure is coming in a little cheaper. This is I believe this is a $45 figure. The Dark Templar Legion builder.
Right? Yeah, this was probably, if not the first, second, or third figure that I picked up. I don't remember exactly. I think I picked it up from the actual studio at MuskyCon. Um, but it's simple, it's basic, it's cheaper, but fun. Looks great on the shelf. You can army build. You can add, head sculpts to this figure. It's got that black and white, that stark, the beautiful colors. Thank you, Nova. Thank you. Nova seems to
She
like it.
she showed up because this is her favorite color
Yeah,
action
yeah.
figure.
She likes the black and white. So yeah, it's just a great figure. This is another one of those ones that I would take extras of, just because I just think it's just a great looking figure.
Yeah, he is very dope. This is one of the few instances where I love the bucket helmet. I'm not a big fan of the bucket helmet. I don't dig it, but there's something about the wings that come off the helmet with this guy, and it makes him look so like slender and tall and regal, and I just
Mhm.
absolutely love it. Yeah, this is an awesome figure, like hands down.
Somebody
Not
screenshot
one
this
that
beautiful
I
dog.
thought to put on the list, but I was so happy to see that you put one on your list. So again, I'm trying to go with diversity here with mine. I want to give you some good guys. I want to give you some bad guys. And when it comes to archetypes in these types of lines, one of my favorites are skeletons in armor. And I happen to think that there is no better skeleton in armor figure right now than the undead of Vikingfell. This
Nice
is
choice.
this is an army builder, but one that also gives you plenty of display options because you get three different head styles. You can go with a helmet with the half mask, helmet with no mask, and then no helmet at all. It's not that the helmet's removable. You get three separate head sculpts. You can mix and match the side pieces, so you can either go with the spikes or the wings. You've got soft goods that you can take off if you don't want them. You've got hand options. I love that he comes with both a really nice sword and a nice axe. You're getting some good parts here. This is just a fantastic figure. It's one of my favorites in the line, and I could Jesus, like, give me 10 of this guy. I
Yes.
just,
Yeah, I need
there's
another one.
nothing. This is a perfect figure, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Nova
it's
belongs on the list.
yes, she does. Thank you, Brian. Yes, she does. But no, this is a great. I always say I'm not a big skeleton guy, but this figure is so much fun. It comes with so much stuff. I changed mine to female. I just added Thrace's chest, and boom, it was a female. But
Yeah.
just a great, great fun figure. I love the runes, or the carved markings on the
Mm-hmm.
on the
On
skull.
this head. Yeah.
I
It's
think I
beautiful.
think Diego said that was his idea. So that's pretty
Oh,
cool.
wow. Nice.
That's
Very
pretty
cool.
cool. But yeah, it comes with three different heads. I think like the line now forward, or recently, they give you more. So it's more beneficial to collect from now, or the last few
Mm-hmm.
years forward,
Mm-hmm.
because you get so much stuff. I mean, look at all what you get for $50. So it's a,
Uh,
it's a no-brainer.
dude, do not skip Vikingfell. This is a fan. I know we're getting ready to get a deluge of skeleton warriors, but this one is amazing.
It's a
Yeah.
banger for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, Curtis.
J Max says, "Love Nova's soft goods." Yeah, Curtis is the gap has widened. You're taking a significant
I
lead.
might, I
Um,
might, on this
hey, you're
next one, you
probably.
never know.
I didn't I tell you before we started, like I would pick your list over my list. Didn't I say that? I said three of your figures were
Mine are,
on my list, and I
mine are
took
kind
them
of
off.
obvious, but yeah,
No, they're perfect representations and perfect for
I
first
think. Well,
timers.
I was going to do a new to Mythics episode of this. I just have been lazy and not doing it. But yeah, I wanted
You
to do
should
a
start a
show.
whole new to Mythics channel.
I should.
That's, I mean,
Another one? Should.
all right, talk us through your number four. Number four, Lady Averona,
So this was a
$50 figure. She's
yeah. This
beautiful.
this is the first female mythic that I bought. I thought she was cool. The only negative on her is her feet. Those little feet, I'm just not a fan of. They
Yeah,
look great,
she's on a
but
base on my
they
shelf
just
because
don't
she
stand
falls.
well. They just don't stand well. It's a great figure though. I love the colors. I love the evil, her visage, the armor,
Mm-hmm.
just everything about her I think is fantastic,
Yeah.
except for the feet. But the topic of the list is just the top 5 that are available now that people would, could pick up and enjoy if they're new to Mythics.
Yeah. So, yeah, Eric. Earlier in the week, Bill dropped a video that was like his top 5 Mythic Legions for new Mythics collectors. If you've never been in the line before and you wanted to get into the line, it was his top 5 that he recommended. And so we wanted to take a step further and be like, what are our top 5 that we would recommend for new people to get into the line that you can go to Big Bad Toy Store and order right now? So all of these are in stock. And so yeah, that's what this is. Hey, Charles. How you doing, V Dog? Uh, Curtis says he would do a new to Mythics episode.
Curtis, I'll hit you up this week, buddy. Let's do this. Because I would like to have a customizer's standpoint. So I think that would be a great idea.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay,
Hey, Charles.
so I'm surprised that she didn't make your list, but you had this was it just kind of worked out this way. You had a lady at number 2. I also have a lady at number 2, and that is going to be Thrace Wraithhaler. She is absolute.
Beautiful.
This is one of the most exquisite figures that Mythics has
Absolutely.
ever added to their lineup that the Four Horsemen have created. I love it. Again, a magic user. Thanks, Andy, for correcting me. Swig is not a magic user. He's more of an alchemist. I appreciate that. But he's got that magic looking staff. Maybe it's just a walking
Right.
stick. Maybe he's got a hard time walking. I
It's
don't
to
know. But
thump the other goblins with.
but I love her. Her head sculpts are amazing.
Yeah.
I
You
love
said
the soft
exquisite.
goods.
Exquisite's a perfect choice.
She's fantastic. You got these magic effects, these skull effects. Oh man.
Yeah, I
Um,
was so excited when this figure was announced, and I was like, I cannot wait for this figure. And I'm like that
And
with
Curtis
duelist
is
figures.
correct. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. He's right. Check Store Horseman because the Dark Templar is there and you can get him
Yeah,
cheaper for sure. Absolutely. I wish you could go to Four Horsemen and get all of these right now. And I would definitely send you there for sure. 100%.
yeah.
Sorry, Greg. I didn't mean to cut you
Great
off,
figure.
dude.
No, no, no. I'm just saying this is a great figure. I was super excited. I'm excited for Bulith and Necronominus as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's also a beautiful figure. But yeah, this Thrace,
Good morning, sir.
I mean, there's a reason why they keep reusing that head sculpt. It's
It's
just so damn good. Really good.
absolutely. And like you said earlier with the Undead of Vikenfell, you can use her bodice, like
Mhm,
her torso piece on this figure and make it more of a female skeleton for sure.
mhm,
Like
for
that
sure.
leather. Yeah, again, I'm always trying to think about parts reuse and what you could take from this figure and put on something else. And then yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Dude, we're gonna get right into it. Your number 1 was my number 1, and I had to pull it off my list because I didn't want to double dip. This is literally, I have actually done this before. I took this figure, I put it in the hands of my best friend Randall, who was like, I want to get into Mythics. What is the first figure I should buy? I literally put this figure in his hand and said, "Here you go," and that is Dubai. Dude's
This
amazing.
this damn figure. I did a top 10 favorite figures of all so far in hand, and this was my number one. And I think it's still my number one of all in hand, just because of the versatility, the colors, the head sculpt. You put him on Boreas the horse, and that thing is gonna steal the looks on the shelf.
Yeah.
It's just got everything, like all cylinders banging. Number one. Buy
Yeah,
this
he's
figure,
also one
like,
of my favorite archetypes too, like the ranger, like
yes,
the archer knight. He's on horseback, he's a hunter, he's got this bird. Like this
yeah,
figure has everything.
yeah. Like if I could afford it, I'd buy a box of these and just send them to new friends that are new to the line and be like, check this out. It's $50. You're getting your money's worth. It's a banger. It's perfect. It's beautiful. Buy this, own this, because you're not gonna. I mean, this would convince me. If somebody gave me this, I'd be
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm a fan
Yep.
instantly. You
Yeah.
know, this
The
is this
only
is
thing, my only pie in the sky wish, because I think this is the perfect figure. Look at that, all the hands that he comes with. You can almost an entire hands
mhm,
pack with this guy. Is I wish he had an unhooded head.
yeah.
Because I would love to have that, to be able to put his hood down or
I
up,
think they're
whatever.
going to make one. I think eventually there's going to be a character that has that very exact head sculpt with the same beard, but with a beautiful bald head. But I think they will at some point.
Yeah,
They're
this is a
so calculating. They've got all these different skin tones that they play with. There's going to be that head. I think one day.
yeah, and Jeff is he's talking about the Wolf King Customs bundle. Yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure. My number one is not a figure. Since you had Dubon, which was my number one. Um, my number one is not a figure, but I think it is something that's very important that will enhance all of your other figures, and that is the heads pack. So
Mm,
if you have bought any of the figures on our list, you get this heads pack for $45 and you instantly have 6 new figures because
absolutely.
you can put the Bog Goblin head on Swig and you've got yourself a Bog Goblin. You can put her head on either Lady Averona or Thrace, and you've got a new female body. You can
Trying to look
literally
for.
pop the Panther on anybody, pop it on the Dark Templar Knight. You've got a Templar Panther. All of a sudden, this demon head or the vampire head works on any one of these. You put the vampire head on this guy, oh, it's going to be
Oh yeah, that would be
incredible.
dope.
Would be
Yeah,
so incredible.
I've got the
Um,
dwarf head on a Borear body,
there
but
you
they
go.
match perfect.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, you can't really pop. I don't know who you would pop the dwarf head on. Maybe Swig. I don't know, but the hands, I don't know.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, maybe you pop it on the barbarian, and you don't have a dwarf. You've just got a barbarian with his face revealed. Yeah, I had to put the heads pack on there because this is
great choice.
at the heart of my list. It is the popping and the swapping and making. So you get Greg's list, you're going to get 5 amazing figures. You get my list, you're going to get 4 amazing figures, and then you can potentially change all of them with the heads that you get. Um, oh my gosh, look at that! This marks our very first super chat. We've never gotten a super chat ever. Oh my
Thank
god,
you,
that's
Brian.
incredible! Holy crap, Brian, that's incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. That's amazing. Greg, we're gonna split that. Don't worry, we're gonna split it 90-10. It's don't
Mm-hmm.
worry, we'll take care of it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Uh, why bald? Maybe he has luscious
Maybe,
locks. That's
yeah, you
right.
could be right. I would like a big afro, like a big giant
Yeah,
natural.
yeah, for sure, absolutely. Greg blew way past Mark. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. And what I love about this comment in particular is that Curtis both spelled my name correctly and incorrectly in the exact same sentence. It is Mark
You
with a
got
C.
respected and disrespected in the same comment.
I mean, hey, he knows his English. Look here, we got Steve in the comments. Hey, also, you need
We
a
got
place
the
to go
Meg.
and buy. You need a place to go and buy any one of these figures on our list. You can go straight over to articulatedempire.com. And
Absolutely.
that's where
Can
you
you read
can.
Curtis's other comment? He's going to have a show, him and Jeff today.
Yeah. Let me
Art
see. Let me
Art
go
by
back to
Ackerman
that.
show.
Here we go. Let me. I want to stop the screen share. Oh, I don't have a screen share. Yeah, there we go. And let me. How do I get back to us?
What time does that come on today,
Just the two
Curtis?
of
You'll have
us.
to.
Yeah, let us know because we want to plug that. And look here, we ended at
Oh, he
11:06.
he
Is it,
he
it's
super chatted us. I didn't. Sorry, Curtis. I didn't see that, but no, I wanted to get to that your comment of that you guys are going to have a show today.
yeah,
What time is that?
Cosmic Play Day today on Art by Ackerman channel where we talk about and play with our top 3 cosmic choices. Ooh, that's
Thank
going
you.
to be
Thank
fun.
you for that super chat. Thank you guys.
Man, thank you. Yeah, so
Thank you,
very much. You
Curtis.
guys are incredible. Um, uh, I did not enable super chats until I think last weekend is when I enabled them. Noon Eastern, so very, very, very soon. Um, so yeah, if it has a theme song, I'll watch. That's incredible. Thankfully, the dogs have not run up and started yelling and screaming and knocking over everything in your room,
Any
letting you
minute
know that
now.
there are people here at your house because I know that that was a very real concern today. And so, hey, we got through everything, and that didn't happen. So, I just want to thank you guys both
Thank you.
seriously for the super chats. That's incredible. Never had them before. That's
Thank you
absolutely
guys for
amazing.
watching too.
Thank you guys for watching. This may be the most we've ever had, 22 people.
We appreciate you
And
guys.
all the chats happening before the show. So yeah, thank you so very much. I'm gonna sort out this whole thing, even if I have to email restream.io and ask them what am I doing wrong and why I can't play audio when I share screen, because you guys need to be able to hear those crazy voiceovers.
Yeah, I
Those are
love those
yeah.
commercials.
Cuckoo, the clock killer, is coming around the corner in his clockmobile. Yeah, I love it. Thank you so very much. You guys are amazing. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. Please be sure to catch Greg over at New to Mythics every week. He is posting some really, really good interviews with people. Be sure to check out my channel, Saturday Morning Toy
Yes,
Collector, for reviews on Mondays and Wednesdays, and my
and
new show, Meet the
the
Collector,
toy
which we
part.
didn't even
Yeah,
get a chance to talk about. But I had Jared Ellswick on this week from Toy Bro. That was the hint last week. I said orange, and literally, I think somebody right as I ended the stream last week with me and Jeff, because Greg had to hop off. I think right as I ended the stream, somebody commented "Toy Bro?" question mark. I don't remember who it was, but it was like, "Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's all
what's up,
right." Hey,
Bill?
Bill. But yeah, it was. But yeah, somebody right there at the very end. So this week, I'm going to give you guys another clue for our next week's guest, and I'm not even going to take any. I'm not even going to respond to answers in this chat because I'm going to let Greg go. But I'm just going to give you the hint. Diamond. That's all I'm going to say. Diamond. That's the hint for next week's guest. So
Tricky. It's gonna
diamond.
be
Figure
great.
that
Whatever it is, it's gonna
figure
be a
that
great
one
interview.
out. And then I just did another interview this week, and I have another one coming up this week. So you guys are going to really love who I have coming up. There's some really cool, really
It's a
great
fun
people
show. I
that
love
I
the
am so
format.
excited for you guys to be able to see. Because sitting down and talking to these people that are in the industry, that are toy tubers, that are friends of the channel, and just talking to them about like how we're all the same, and what are the similarities,
Hmm.
stripping everything down to just our collecting is a lot of fun for me. It's a lot of fun, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. Dustin Diamond back. Yes, we got Screech. Dallas Page again. I'm not addressing this.
Yeah, I
I'm
had
not
a
getting into it.
conversation. I had Bill Dorklair on the Bill Dorklair, Bill Janowski on my episode, or I taped an episode with him, and we talked
Nice.
about collecting and the why do we collect, and we had a really good conversation. I wanted to keep talking, but it was getting late,
Yeah.
and it was a school night, so we had to wrap it up. But I had a really
I
good time. Thank you,
I
Bill, for
man.
that conversation. We were talking about his book club that he's got. Check out the book club, the book layer, where they talk about books. And I need to tell you what the next book will be, but I'll do it off the air because I don't know if it's a surprise or not. So check out Dork Layer, Mr. Bill's page. A lot of good content, and just a great guy. Great page.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. I love his channel, respect him completely, and yeah, he would. I need to get him on the show. All right,
you
that's
should.
gonna be it. I'm gonna see you guys in the toy
See you guys.
aisles. We'll see you
Thank
guys
you.
next week. Thanks for joining. Thanks for all the super chats. You guys are amazing, and we'll catch you in the toy aisles.